Praise be Jesus Christ. My name is Sister Teresa Christine, and the Carmelite Sisters of the Most Sacred Heart of Los Angeles are very pleased to partner with Legatus to provide tools for Legatus members to study, live, and spread the Catholic faith in all spheres of life. We're going to talk about All Saints' Day and the solemnity of All Saints and what that means for us as Catholics, how we can celebrate it as Catholics and find ways to really glean from the graces that God has for us. One of the things that I have really grown to love in my time in Carmel, our life in Carmel is so closely tied to the liturgical life of the church. We celebrate when the church celebrates, and so the solemnities of our faith become the times that we're celebrating. One of the things that I've really come to discover is that as we go through the liturgical calendar and come to live more deeply that rhythm of our faith, we start to see that God has graces for us within these days that are particular and specific to that time of the year. What he wants to give us in Advent might be different than what he wants to give us in Lent. And so we can come to find within these solemnities, the church is really drawing our attention to the riches and the mysteries of our faith. November 1st is the celebration of All Saints' Day, and this is the time of the liturgical year. We're coming to the end of the liturgical calendar. We're coming to the celebration of Christ the King, and all of the readings at Mass are starting to point us toward the last things, toward the end times. Jesus is reminding us to stay attentive and alert. And all of our focus as a church is moving toward that end culmination of all things, the last four things: death, judgment, heaven, and hell. And right in the midst of that, we have this celebration of All Saints' Day. This is such a beautiful feast of our church. It goes back all the way to the time of the Diocletian persecution, when there were so many martyrs that had given their lives for the faith that there weren't enough days to celebrate them. And so the church gave this feast of All Saints' Day as a way to celebrate the entire church in heaven. All of us here, when we think of the church, we often think of the Pope, the bishops, maybe our archdiocese and our parish, the life that we're living. All of us are striving to live our faith more deeply. But the truth is that piece of the church is really it's just one part. This is the church militant. We're living the faith now, and we're fighting the fight, and we're striving to become saints. But that's one part of the body of Christ. Then there's the church triumphant. These are all of the saints in heaven who are beholding the face of God. This is the great cloud of witnesses that St. Paul talks about, who are cheering us on. They're watching us, they're interceding for us, they're praying for us. And I've heard it said that the saints that we're attracted to, the saints that we like, it's not because we like them, it's because these are the saints in heaven that see us and are seeking us out, that are making themselves known to us and who want to be there to help us along the journey. So this Feast of All Saints can be in a way that we come into contact with our older brothers and sisters in the faith who are already in eternity. One beautiful way to enter more deeply into the celebration of All Saints would be to look at your life as it is right now. Think of the challenges and the opportunities that the Lord is giving you in your life right now, the spaces where He's calling you to grow. Every challenge in our life is a place where the Lord is wanting to draw greater humility, greater patience, whatever virtue it is that He's calling forth from us at this time in our life. There are saints that have struggled in those areas as well. There are saints who have overcome challenges in all walks of life. So if we were to take what's happening in our life right now and consider what is it that the Lord is trying to draw out of me at this time, and who are the saints that can be my partners in that? To bring that intention with you to Mass on All Saints' Day brings an entirely different character to that Mass. We have an opportunity on All Saints' Day to ask the saints to intercede for us. That's an incredible opportunity for us to grow in our faith personally and intentionally. There is no shortage of amazing saints, and there are so many ways that you can work this into your own family celebration of the solemnity of All Saints. All Saints is a holy day of obligation, so Catholics go to Mass on that day. Take that opportunity to create a family tradition where you go to Mass together, receive the Blessed Sacrament, and then take time to celebrate the saints that are important to your family. Play games of saint trivia, watch a movie about a saint that you might not know very well, get a book about different saints, and come to know their lives more deeply. That's a great way to keep the saints at the forefront of your spiritual life and to find ways to continue to grow in your own personal faith and your devotion to saints. Thank you so much for watching this video about All Saints' Day. We hope this is a tool that will help Legatus members to study, live, and spread their Catholic faith in all spheres of life. God bless you.